Holden and Steven Holden, the Holden Bros at Holden Bros Diesel. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming down.
Yeah.
So the first question that we want to know is, you guys are both super young, and if people have watched your channel, they know how knowledgeable you guys are. How did all that start? When did you start wrenching on stuff, and how did you get so good at this so quick?
We basically grew up broke, and then as we got older, we always had the knack or whatever you want for old cars. Being broke, you bought the cheapest version you could,
Right.
which typically didn't run. So I mean, you just
Make it run.
yeah, mainly started with first-gen trucks.
I feel like everybody can relate to this, right? If you're an impoverished young person, there's not a whole lot of stuff to do. A lot of it was out of necessity because we didn't have the funds that it took to go buy a new vehicle. Thankfully, our dad had turned us on early to go-karts, dirt bikes.
All our family was truck drivers also. Taught us a lot about the maintenance, like a lot of the check the air pressure in the tires, check the wheel bearings, you know,
Maintenance,
check the
weak points as
exactly,
well, like,
all
yeah.
that stuff. Vehicle inspection basically before you even leave, because you never know.
And I think that's what got us into the mechanics of understanding, like, you know, how to not lose a finger, how to double up a wrench to get a bolt off that, you know, you're too weak to get loose. Like, the basics kind of started there. And then once you experience that fun, you know, I feel like the fun is what always brought us back to it. It was like, hey, there's a cheap way to have fun if you're willing to work and you're willing to try to figure it out. And we had just enough luck and just enough know-how to get to the next level of it and continue to push the envelope. The rest of it, man, is kind of, honestly, it's ad lib. Never been to school for anything to do with automobile stuff. Never a single
no
class.
certifications here.
Zero certifications on any of it. But the short of it really is, we grew up in an environment without having any money. It was you either learned or you failed. We had just enough knowledge around us to get us started. I just feel like every single day of our life was some type of mechanical experience. At the end of the day, man, it really if you can make it a necessity, you know, and put your head down, I feel like, you know, anybody could probably do it.
So what's a day in the life like as a Holden Bro at Holden Bros Diesels?
Well, Willie gets here late, guaranteed. I'm here early, guaranteed. It's always, me and Willie run around here and all we do is put out fires.
Right.
Whether it's the front office guys, whether it's the dumpster guy, whether it's our mechanics, whether it's the...
So are you guys doing more mechanicking, more admin, more YouTube stuff? Like, what's your breakdown?
The squeaky wheel gets greased first kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of where,
if the front office is backed up, then we may both be in there. Willie's dealing with the customer. I'm finding parts that no one says can be found. Or you come out here and a guy's ruined something and it's like, all right, well, how do we fix this without going completely backwards, you know? You literally got to be prepared for anything, because when you got all the employees and all the stuff and all the bills and the families and the workload, just roll with the punches, man. Try to keep a good attitude. The filming ourselves has always come last, and I wish it wouldn't.
It's really delicate, but at the same time, man, we always try to find a way to laugh. I feel like that's the most important thing that there is. Otherwise, you just break down and you cry. You load up your plate so full because you want to be successful, and then you get your ass kicked so many times, but then you're so vested that you just keep getting up because you couldn't stand to see failure.
It's good though.
Yeah.
I mean, the life of a Holden brother is good. It's
good life.
No complaints, man. Really.
For sure.
We're here at Holden Bros Diesel. We got Willie and Steven Holden.
And it's going to be violent. Hey, dude. Good job, buddy.
I would have never thought of that. You guys, y'all are way smarter than you look.
So you guys have worked with a lot of people. Recently you've worked with Matt from Demo Ranch, done some cool projects for him. I'm curious, what were your first impressions like when you met him and some of the ideas that he has?
Well, I think the first time we met him, Mark, actually, his brother Mark that passed away, reached out to us, and he was doing YouTube. He had a Cummins truck and heard we had a dyno.
We are meeting up with the guys from Holden Bros Diesel, and they have generously offered to basically spend a day with me today just to see where this truck is at currently.
So he came back a couple days later. Well, he brought Matt with him. Well, like, Matt walks in, and we don't know who Matt is, and we don't even really acknowledge him. We're just like, hey Mark, what's up, dude? Let's get your truck on the dyno. And Matt's kind of standing over there, and Willie's like, hey Matt, like I need you to move out of the way, dude. I'm trying to run the computer here. So we do dyno pulls. Matt hangs out. Everything's cool, and they left for like a good year or so. We just were like, okay, like, yeah, it's Matt with YouTube. Like, I've never seen Demo Ranch, don't know anything about it. And then you went with him to look at a truck.
Oh, yeah.
Like the next time. Cause
that's exactly what
he
happened.
was like, hey, he needed a mechanic. He was getting into diesel trucks.
6.0 he bought?
6.4.
Oh, hey. This is my new dually. Super powerful. It even smells powerful.
So he calls and he's like, hey, I've got this 6.4. I want to bring it to y'all for whatever reason.
I am here with Willie from Holden Bros Diesel. Willie just told me he was going to buy this truck off me because he liked it so much.
Yeah.
Do you want to buy this truck?
I really don't want to. You're a nice guy. Nice guy.
You want to trade for? I'll take that one.
Yeah.
Trade
We
straight
got
up.
some stuff to trade for. Probably around back would be where we would find the correct trade for this particular deal. We looked at it and we're like, Matt, this is a POS.
This
is a giant piece of trash. You need to get rid of it. And he's like, dude, really?
Like, I just bought it.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
just sell it.
I was
so.
excited about it. We're like, dude, it's a cool truck, but it's a piece of junk.
So, Willie said, get rid of this truck and never go back to a 6.4. Which is exactly what you guys said.
And I remember seeing the video of him, like, I think when the truck left, like, the hood latch didn't even close all the way. It popped open. He's like, I don't know if the hood was even closed.
Oh, actually, my hood's not closed. I'm going to pull over and close my hood.
Did we leave the hood open on this? Like,
Yeah.
first time we meet this guy on YouTube, it's going to be the hood's going to fly off?
Yeah.
It was a few weeks or a month after that, he'd asked us, what should I
Yeah.
buy?
We told me
He
to
said,
buy a Cummins.
You need to buy a Cummins. Please buy a Cummins. He said, hey, I want to pay one of you guys to come with me. I want to look at a truck. And so he came by and jumped in his Raptor at the time. We went to Austin and spent most of the day up there and went and looked at this truck with this guy.
I'm joined by Willie. What's up, Willie?
What's up, guys?
Holden Bros Diesel. And I convinced Willie to come with me today so that we don't get in the same situation we did last time. I was like, Willie, I need you to come help me make sure I don't make a fool of myself again and buy something that is just gonna be a piece of junk.
That guy didn't know who Matt was. I didn't think anything of it, and we looked over the truck. I'm like, dude, for the money, the truck had 200,000. It was cherry,
Yeah.
and that was Earl.
Okay.
And so he's like, all right, well, we're gonna drive it home. And I'm like, dude, please don't be a piece of trash. Like, I just told this dude it's a good truck. He handed him cash, the whole deal.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys. I'm just driving down the road in my 3/4 ton turbo diesel Cummins engine. I want to say thanks to Willie from Holden Bros Diesel for coming. I sure appreciate him coming and helping us, you know, making sure we don't get in the same situation we did with the T-Rex.
And it's been cool to have Matt come in to the equation because we've gotten to do a little bit of that stuff with like
Well,
the
now
range
he's got
tank.
wild ideas.
He does, and he has some stuff that's way left field, and so do we, and so does Brandon. And
Any
we kind
ideas
of
that you've heard and thought, don't do that, Matt?
basically every idea Matt had in the embassy, we're like, Matt, really?
Matt had an idea at one point. He wanted to get. He sent us like a.
I say
It was
that.
like
He
a
said,
2020 Freightliner that was wrecked, and it's got like a 17-liter ISX in it. And he's like,
Bro.
you think we can body swap this? And it's like, Matt, we can, but dude, do you want to drive a semi around? Like, is that, like, it's not fast. It weighs 1,000,000 pounds. Like,
and
are you sure?
Matt's always like, well, I don't know, seems cool.
Yeah.
And we're like, I mean, no, it is.
It's just like the clutch is like
Yeah.
$1,500, and then we need a crane to pull the trans. Like, let's not.
Yeah, and it's always going to be slow,
You know.
and it costs friggin' $300 to change the oil, and he's like, oh,
Well, you
yeah,
can't even
wipe
park
that
it,
up.
you know. So that was one that we were like, Matt.
It's got to feel good. The first project you really built for him, the Ranchtang, and he goes and wins the burnout.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, I know. That was
We were on top
freaking,
of the world.
that was perfect.
Me and Willie, we've traveled so much in our own stuff years ago before we filmed anything. All I want to do is drag race, and so Willie, he didn't care to drag race as much, but he went with me to help with all the stuff and never won anything. I mean, not
It
even last
broke in the
place.
parking
like,
lot, like during qualifying.
DNF is what we got, and it's like, dude. And then we take this car and go up there, and it's like, dude, like we built something in one.
Yeah.
Like, it only took 15 years,
And
but
there
we
was
won.
still people in the stands like, "Oh, the bros, awesome!" We're like, "Dude, there's 5 people who think we're cool." Like,
Yeah.
it's just the power of social media, man. It's all been
It
really
was
cool.
fun.
I think it's brought another element of our personality out. Standing behind a camera a lot of the time.
Probably brought some new energy to
It does,
Oh,
man.
for sure.
Well, and once you see that people, even if they don't really like you, they value what you're doing, or they value your ability to do something, or maybe they think your jokes are funny. Because I tell a lot of jokes in between the lines. I just want to say thank you to all the people who get my jokes.
To those 3 people out there, I love all 3 of y'all. Y'all don't ever quit.
So what is one cheap, simple, easy to find tool that you use almost every day that you couldn't live without as a mechanic in the shop?
You need a good flashlight.
Okay.
Because you won't see under the hood of anything without a flashlight, and that's like my #1 pet peeve. My guys like, "Hey, come help me," and I'm like, I can't even see it, so no, I can't
Where's
help
the
you.
flashlight?
So a flashlight, I gotta have a flashlight. That's
Okay, I work in the dark, which you're
Willie
pretty
does work in
commonly-
the dark.
Yeah.
He's the guy that I need. Like, here's a flashlight.
Yeah, I'll be like with a caliper, miking mains and
trying to
rods
get the
do this.
moonlight to reflect.
I'll be on the back porch in the midnight, and he's like, "Dude," he brings a light, and I'm like, "Damn, I'm done instantly."
Exactly.
So you would think I would say a light, but I'm not. Hose pick,
Yeah,
bro. The freaking
that is
mine's
a great
green.
tool.
Mine, I have a green one. Came from the Matco truck. I've tried Mac. I've tried Snap-on. No. Okay, and I use all 3 brands. Matco. Comes up. It's got the little rocker foot and the 45 on it. Bro, let me tell you something right now. Not
It's
only
more
will
than
that
just a hose pick.
it pulls it. You can stick it in and pick stuff up sideways. It pulls hoses off.
Injector clips,
Ejector clips.
mini pry bar. That's
Bro,
a great tool.
that is if you don't own that tool, you need to get that tool.
At least
okay?
get the one that's got the 45 on it, so you can get a little bit of that
But
pry
you will
bar
be
action.
so glad
Yeah.
because it's like, it's like 1/4 inch thick, but dude, I use that for everything. Other than that, bro, vice grips. I mean,
Yeah.
I use vice grips a lot, not to ruin stuff, but for quick crescent wrench, vice grips, pick.
Yeah.
Like those are 3 tools. If I have that,
Pretty universal.
I can. Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much fix anything that's fixable in a bad situation.
Yeah.
All right, so as YouTubers at this point, are there any other YouTube channels that you watch that you've thought, man, it would be fun to do a collaboration or do a project with them?
Well, I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube, but the ones I do watch, we've collaborated with. So, Muscle Rod,
Yeah.
those dudes are awesome to build. We built this car with them. It was like we went over there for like a solid 3 or 4 days to help them because they were on a crunch to get this to Cletus in cars. And man, this is a lot of fun. We need to build more cars together. It was everyone knew enough that we weren't teaching anyone something.
Working. I'm trying to get all this done.
Yeah, Matt's like, he's hard at it right now. Super hard.
Got it.
After seeing the stuff that those guys built, like, damn, these guys, they're not going to be like us. They're going to have all this crazy tools we never heard of. That's what really made me like Muscle Rod.
Yeah.
Was when we went in there and he's got a Harbor Freight shrinker stretcher, and the
Yeah.
guy literally makes a freaking wheel arch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
But what this really means is like whoever welded this was not a very good welder.
Yeah, no,
100%.
my first thought when I look at that is whoever that is a human being, is a bad human being.
But hold on, let's just back up for a second here.
That dude, I'm going to tell you something right now. Brandon at Muscle Rod is a bad MFer.
Yeah.
That guy deserves as much credit as can be given for his ability to make stuff. And even though this car is like it's not finished, it's roughed in, the guy's rough work is better than a lot of people's perfect work.
Is that your go-to?
No.
Okay.
I want to hang out with Bad Chad.
Alrighty, welcome back. We're back at it. I'm Bad Chad.
That dude is like twisted a little bit, right? A lot of what that guy builds, there's a lot of it that I don't like. But at the end of the day, the guy's ability to take basic tools and make awesome stuff is what makes that guy an artist, man.
100%.
As I'm doing this, you might think, wow, just get a pipe bender and bend it. Well, you know what? I don't have a pipe bender that will do exactly what's going on there, and I don't feel like I need to go buy a pipe bender to meet what's going on there.
Without being really dumb about it, it's an opportunity to express yourself, and I feel like after working on cars long enough, that's the stuff that makes it really fun, is when you pull up somewhere and somebody comes up and goes, dude, what the hell is that? What's the most rewarding in here?
Yeah.
Is when other car guys and other people and folks who don't know anything about cars approach you and go, man, I don't know what's happening, but I love that.
Can you tell me what you have here?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so you guys, we know you're big Cummins guys, me as well. I've given you guys each a whiteboard. I want you, without looking at each other's answers, no cheating, rank 1st gen to 5th gen in your preference.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, so let's have you go ahead and show the camera what are your answers. So there we have it. Willie's 1st gen, 1st gen, 1st gen, 1st gen, and 4th gen. And he also included that Steven is a dweeb.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I smiled though, so with a wink.
Okay, Steven's 1st gen, 2nd gen 12 valve, 4th gen, 3rd gen / 5th gen, and 2nd gen VP pump. It's trash.
Yes.
I couldn't agree more with that. I would like to add that as number
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, no,
so
I'm ride or die 1st gen. We talk about this all the time. We come up, we ask the shop, we're like, all right, you have no tools and no money.
we do this all the time.
You're in
actually.
South Florida and you're going to Alaska. Loaded, life is on the line, and you have to pick a vehicle that's got 500,000 miles on it. What are you picking? Well, one guy here, he says 6.4 power stroke.
He's been terminated.
Till the day we die, we were like, we will take a 1st gen 5-speed to anywhere, give it to me in any condition, no tools, no money, like
Every time.
That's it. And
every time.
We both own one till this day. We will never not have a 12 valve.
You both drive them almost daily.
Yeah, in our, that's our everything, man.
Yeah, I have actually driven my 1st gen from Florida to Alaska.
Okay.
So
and a 12 valve.
And I was not worried about it at all.
Did you
Outstanding.
replace anything?
Nothing, no problems. Didn't even change the oil or change fuel filters the whole way. Like
Okay,
just
that's
went
Point proven.
Okay, so
automatic, but it made it.
Well,
like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah. So I've done it to Alaska, back from Alaska.
Dude.
I've gone everywhere in mine.
I just love it. I don't think they made a more badass looking truck ever. Anyone for that matter.
All right, Willie, what is your dream build? And at the same time, Steven, you're going to try and guess what Willie's dream build is. Go ahead and write it down.
Okay.
I don't think I need to get in depth anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm close enough.
Okay. What's your dream build, Willie?
71 International Travelette, 4th gen running gear, 40-inch tire, 4th gen interior. If we're dream building, I'll take a Laramie 4th gen full interior.
Yeah. And what did you
That's
guess?
where I'm at. Travelette on 46.7 Cummins, bro. Bro. Dude.
I mean,
you're my life partner.
Well, we kind of are.
All right, same question. Steven, what is your dream build? And at the same time, Willie, write it down and try and guess what it is.
I gotta think for a second on this.
Okay, Steven, what's your dream build?
Oh, it'd be an International Travelall LB7 Duramax, long travel, ZF6, and it would outrun Willie's Travelall. That's what I'd have.
Okay.
What'd you put?
Duramax Bel Air or Duramax K30 Crew.
Well, you got the main part right.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a Duramax.
Yeah, I didn't even think about my car because, like, I already feel like that's a build I have. So.
Yeah, so Steven's got a really, really dope 54 Bel Air.
Yeah, that I mean,
it's
that's definitely on the list prior to this one. But
I was gonna put Travelette. I was like Travelette Duramax. I was gonna write that. And I'm like.
All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. It was awesome to get to know you guys. I'm sure everyone behind the camera watching this is either laughing their head off or just super grateful that you guys took the time.
I hope so.
Absolutely, yeah.
Glad to do it, man.
Yeah.
Glad to see you guys again. Thanks, bro.
There we go.
Thanks, dude.
Thank y'all for watching.
For real.
Good luck editing this shit.
Yeah, exactly. It was
Dudes drove by and they're like, "Oh my God, what's in there?" We're like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put a tire on it." And manual hubs, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know. I know we've been talking already for 10 minutes. I can talk until my mouth falls off sometimes. She's like, "Matt from Demo Ranch is here," and
Like,
the
yells
entire
at the
freaking
kitchen.
Chick-fil-A comes out, and I'm taking pictures. I'm like from pink iPhones with diamond pearls on them to just the guy that's sitting over there in the corner, old ladies walking in, hobos.
Everyone
picture. Like, we were there for an hour.
Until next time.
Later. We're out.